Welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the ball.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The give to the back. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Panthers' offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Scanning the field, it's Proctor. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. for 6. Touchdown, Panthers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle at Stewart. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air, it's Proctor. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged in the middle, it's Rousseau. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Florida International. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll test the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Fires left. That's reeled in. It's Baker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Proctor. Spits it out to the back. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Hardy. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? It's complete to the right. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Proctor. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field.
With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Independence Bowl.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kansas State will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Rousseau. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back. It's Proctor. Here's a heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Rushes on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll run the sneak for it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Got enough space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Slithers into space. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Proctor. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Punts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Wildcats! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They want that clock to run. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Release to the back. Got a man, it's Rousseau. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think